How old were you when you were able to start cussing and get away with it?
Dude, I think I was like 15, 16. When I got my wife pregnant, I'm like, I'm an adult. You know those bears that hibernate and they wake up with their pelo all fucked up? She looks like that, bro. I'm like, fuck, mom. You're ugly too, pero like...
Dude, we're live, right?
Yeah. Mom, if you can see this, I hate you.
What's up, people? We're coming in, man. What's going on? Let me change up my headset. Turn down this music, man. What's going on, everybody? All right, we got the music down. Change out the headphones. What is up, people? It's your boy J-Rock, and we are live from Collab Space Studios, and it is a Friday night, and man, am I excited for tonight. And we are, again, just crazy weather as of late. And I was driving from San Antonio, and I was like, man, I hope I get back in time, and I want to make sure I was a good host to Mr. Chancla Academy over here, which we're about to bring on here in a second. But guys, you saw those flyers. If you are crazy and not paying attention of the comedy world, you need to get out to the Faust Brewery tonight, because there is a comedy show. I'm going to show you this flyer one more time. It's Dos Amigos and a Gringo on tour, and they had an event last night. And so we are excited to be number 2 here in New Braunfels, and they will be here getting started again here in a couple hours. So I was blessed to have Chancla Academy come on. He's speaking of San Antonio, from San Antonio. What is up, Chancla? You doing all right, brother?
What's going on? Yeah, man.
Hey, was the headset good for you? I'm sorry. Go ahead and turn it back on. I think I gave you the wrong. There you go. Yeah. Right? You can hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely.
All right, there we are. Tell me, is that too loud for you?
No, that's perfect right there.
That's perfect? All right, man. So what's up, man? How's it going, brother?
It's going pretty good. Just driving through this horrible weather. I hate it.
So day 2 of this, the tour that you got going on, man. So tell me a little bit. We'll get into how you started comedy and everything, all the good stuff. But for the viewers that are watching right now, getting ready to go watch tonight, how did this tour come about, and what can we expect tonight?
Yeah, so I was just like aimlessly, scrolling on TikTok and Instagram like I always do, and I came across Brian Torres Day. I always say his name wrong. I probably mispronounce it. But Torres Day.
Torres Day.
Like a Mexican way to say Thursday. Yeah, like it's Torres Day. And he reached out to me, and he really enjoyed what I did on my page. I really enjoyed the stuff he did. And he's like, hey, man, I'm going on this tour. I'm coming back to San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be there for a few months. Would you like to go on this tour with me? And I was extremely honored, because I've never been invited to do a tour. I typically will do things myself.
Yeah.
And now here we are. We did San Antonio yesterday. Now we're here in New Braunfels. And tomorrow we'll be heading to Austin for the final day. Yeah.
So you're all rolling it, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff, bro.
Brian's really good at what he does. Brian's the one that is the mastermind behind it.
Oh, really?
It. Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing the marketing and stuff. We were on Dana Cortez yesterday, and we couldn't get him to shut up. I was like, I want to get a word in. I want to be on the radio too.
That's hilarious. Well, it's all you today, man. Mm-hmm. And actually, I thought I didn't know what to expect, so I knew for sure you had gave me confirmation. So I wanted to give you a shout that you're going to be here. Yeah. But we got to get Brian on next time.
Oh yeah, whatever, for sure. Man, Brian's somebody you want.
Yeah, that's awesome,
cool
man.
Guy.
Well, without further ado, I got Miss Rebecca here, and what's up, Rebecca, from the Faust Brewery? And I told her, hey, we are going to be at your house in a little bit, and I say house, but her place of business, obviously. And I said, hey, can you bring us some brews and let's sponsor up the show? She goes, yeah, because I want y'all to see the brews that you have the chance tonight to be drinking. So the camera's actually right there. You might have to scoot back a little bit. I got to zoom in on you there. Yeah, like, oh.
Miss Espinosa walking in with 2 cases of beer.
Yeah, that's a zooming camera. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just put it over here.
Okay, there you go. Put it with Chancla over there. There you go.
Well, look at that.
Heck yeah. So she brought us a couple different brews.
We have some ESBs.
Okay.
We have, of course, our orange honey wheat, our altered states. We got bucket brigade out here.
Okay.
We got, of course, one of our
look at that.
popular ones, our Alex Meixner, Polka Pill.
You're gonna have all kinds of brew over there.
We have all kinds of breweries. Like
one snapshot of this, it looks like I need an AA meeting.
I'm so sorry.
Scoot all those bottles back just a little bit. You see the camera up here, Rebecca? So that way they can show the brews on there. So everybody's going to be checking out the show later and then be like, man, Chancla he's going to need AAU.
We're just going to put just like
my wife beats me, so I need alcohol.
Hey, I'm sorry. There you go.
Falls asleep, they put all the bottles around you.
The first person that falls asleep.
Plenty of wieners on faces.
Man. So there you go, man.
There
So
you go. You got
Rebecca's got us all set up, and we're going to try a couple of these brews before we head out there.
We can't do something for free. Where can you do your thing? Where can you do your stuff?
Okay.
I gotta show you.
Okay, let me set up a camera for you right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Because you're going to do it. You're going to have to do it.
Oh, I'm doing this.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
Because you can't just get this for free.
I got to see where I'm at. Hold on.
I'm in all this camera.
I got to see what camera. Oh, that's camera 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So, guys, sorry. Yeah, see that?
Everybody got a nice shot of your ass.
There he is. Okay.
Okay.
We know what kind of panties you wear.
So we did our games yesterday. We did a fundraiser for Toys for Tots, and it was
Okay.
really awesome. And we had the Olympics going on.
So-
Here, I'm gonna tie this around you.
Oh, gosh. I did not expect this one.
You need a, yeah. 'cause
Oh,
you
she's
said,
grabbing it
"Becca,
around. I shouldn't grab
you
your that
gotta
ass
get
back
some
there."
beer." And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? You're gonna do this
So
for
I
me.
gotta.
You gotta get this, swing it, swing those hips.
Cups not
Swing
holding.
it. There you go. Get this cup on there.
Okay.
Swing your hips.
Okay, I'm gonna
And you
hold
gotta
this.
get that ball. Yes. Come on, get momentum. Oh!
Bro,
Get
if,
your hips. Come on.
if that's the way you
There
thrust,
go.
I can understand why your wife's so unhappy.
This is why I'm
You
single,
were so
Chancla.
close.
This is
You
why I'm
were so
single.
close. Get it. Oh, get it. That's good. Look at
Come
you.
on.
Get your hips into it. Oh, come on.
2 more tries.
Put your
2 more
pants
tries.
in.
Two more
Into it.
tries. 2 more tries. I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh,
One more.
All right, one more.
One more.
Come on, get the swing. It's the hip motion. Look, you got it.
Boom.
Yeah. It was worth it. It was
It's
totally
so
worth
worth
it. You're like, get it off
I
of
don't
me.
wanna.
Okay,
There we
you're
go.
good. You're good.
I don't want to mess up your invention here.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We raised $280
Okay.
for the Toys for Tots, and then we filled
Nice.
up the bins for the Toys for Tot bins. Like,
$280.
so,
Nice.
Great stuff, guys.
Heck yeah.
Look forward to the comedy
Yes,
show.
thank you for all the beers.
I'm gonna tell him you had a problem.
Yeah, so all right, guys,
will
man,
now.
that was a little entertainment for you there, right there, guys. Sorry you couldn't probably hear that, but all right. So Izzy just showed up. Go ahead and jump in there, Izzy. Sorry about that, guys. A little liveness there, and we're getting Izzy inside here. So in the video here, and let me make sure his camera's on. We are good to go. So Joe, my bad, man. Whoa, didn't expect that at all. Did not expect that at all, man. I was expecting just
She
a
just
drop
wanted to
up
see
there,
you
so.
thrust them hips.
She
bro.
did want to see me
She
thrust the
wants it,
hips.
wait,
That's
she
what it
wants
was.
it. Give it to her.
No, she is married, by the way.
Probably she don't care.
There we are. Okay. So, Chancla from San Antonio, man. So, what got you into comedy, brother?
I think I've been doing it like all of my life, man. A lot of the times, and true story, and don't feel bad for me here. My mom and my dad were your typical like Latinos, like raging alcoholics, having parties and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so
Sounds
we would always
Mexican to me.
do parties at my grandma's house. And so
Okay.
my uncle at the time was living there, and he would have like a bunch of just cassettes of just comedians just there. And it was either watch Disney movies or watch some comedian, Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah, I was about
It
to say
like-
which ones.
Yeah. Excuse me. Whoa. But I would sit there, dude, and, I would just watch these people just like have a good time, like tell their stories and stuff. So as a kid, I would tell these stories too. And instead of being a comedian, I'd get called a liar. But yeah, no, I mean, I grew up watching that, but then I also watched a lot of TV, like late night stuff.
Okay.
You
You didn't get in trouble, bro, for staying up late trying to watch these shows.
Nah, but my grandma was an alcoholic. She was all passed out on her fucking bed, But I watched a lot of like Sábado Gigante and variety shows and stuff. That's all I had access to. I didn't have cable, so like your local programming and stuff. That's what you had.
Yeah.
And so, man, growing up, I was like, man, I would watch these monologues, and I was like, wow, comedy's everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
But it wasn't something I thought I was good at or I could do. Over time, of course, I had all my friends tell me like, "You're funny. You should do stand up," but that doesn't mean you should. And I was like,
were they drinking at that time too? Or?
I think so. I mean, I was drinking myself, so I don't know how far in I was. But I always felt like conversational wise, I was funny. Like I know I'm funny in that sense. Like I know I'm gonna rip on you.
Yeah.
And I observe. I guess I was doing my crowd work in those days where I would literally listen to somebody have a conversation and I'm like, what can I say to make fun of that?
Yeah.
Even if I'm going to make it up, like, what can I say? And I would just do that. And then over time, it progressed into, look, I've only done, and nobody hate me, but I've only done like 8 shows.
Okay.
Everything I do on my platform are my comedy bits.
See, and that's how I caught on to you, bro. Like I saw your 98.5 skit. I mean, you put that one out, at least over a year ago, not longer, right? 2 years, yeah.
Like 2 years ago. And because I just, like, as the kind of father I am, I mean, I have 2 autistic kids. My wife stays at home. She helps take care of them. I take care of everything else. And so it's really hard for me to go out and do 4 minutes somewhere or just go to a bar. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try to put all of my bits on Instagram, on TikTok, and let's see how it goes. And so that's all I've been doing. I said, now how do I transfer this to the stage? You know? And it's been good. I've gotten some negative feedback from other comics. They're just like, you got to pay your dues. You got to go out on stage. I'm like, man, we'll pay for my babysitting and shit, and pay for my groceries.
Pay for something.
Yeah, but I think doing comedy on social media is a lot harder to do comedy in person because those people, they're there, they're drinking, they leave. They're not going to remember you. But somebody that follows you, and they comment and they're like, oh, I just followed you. You have to retain that number.
Hell yeah.
And then when you bomb, your people will let you know, and they won't let you live it up.
Yeah, then they're gonna give you shit every freaking time.
Yeah, and then the worst thing you could do is delete your video if it didn't do well. They're like, "Oh man, why'd you delete your video? Because it sucked, right?" So it's so hard to do, and it's so hard to gain a new audience every single day because you build this perspective from one viral video, and then people think that that's all you do, but then they see all this other stuff, and then they grow to like you, but then some of them are just like, man, fuck you. I'm not going to fucking do this.
And there's other guys that I've seen from San Antonio that have done great videos, but they try comedy and they eat it and they're like, oh, I don't want to go through that again.
I've seen the same thing too. I've seen where people do great comedy, but they try to transition that into social media.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand how you're funny there, but you can't be funny here. So I see myself more as like a sketch comic.
Yeah.
Like, you give me a camera, we'll go all day. I'll make you laugh. But stage wise, I'm up there and I'm all nervous and shit.
Yeah.
Like, my mom hates me.
Hey man, and I'll tell you this: you've even gotten your daughter involved in your skits, right?
Man,
the Chancla, which I loved. I was looking through some of your stuff this week, and I went back a little farther back. I mean, when y'all did the glow Chanclas, just stuff like that. I love that, man. And Thunderosa, you did a video with Thunderosa.
Yeah,
I actually got to hang out with her during Cine Mania in McAllen.
Nice.
And we hung, she was there with Joe Alvaro, and I was basically his guest, and she was his guest too. So we got to hang out, but fucking just cool people, right? Yeah. And she's doing the same thing on Instagram.
Yeah, cool. She did my second annual Chancla Academy Rock Fest. She brought her whole wrestling team out there, and they did a really good show. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Super sweet lady, super funny. She can take a joke. If there's somebody I could roast all day, it'd be Thunder Rosa.
Beer.
Mel, let me roast you.
Well, we love you, Mel. She's awesome, man. She was, again, like I was a fan, and I'm not there being giddy or anything, but like, we're there hanging out and we're chatting all night about wrestling, and I'm hearing her conversations about AEW, and I'm just like, as a wrestling fan, dude, that's freaking amazing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to be professional, and I thought it was real cool. So I'd love to have her on the podcast one day. So that'd be great. So guys that are watching live, appreciate y'all, man. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Rebecca that just came in? What's up, Oz? What's everybody that's watching? Are you going to the show tonight? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Because Chancla's here right now, but here in a little bit, he's going to have to take off, and he'll be at the show tonight. So make sure you get your tickets. And if you need that link, go to Joshua J. Nieto's page. I know the link's on there for sure. But also show up tonight, and you can get your tickets tonight too. So if you can hear us really good,
come watch me bomb.
Let me know what's going on as well. Motion in the ocean, baby. My boy Koi said from earlier, from me trying to do the getting that ball in the cup. That was a little challenging, by the way. I wasn't ready. I didn't stretch. I didn't stretch. So let's try one of those beers out, bro. I know you already got a cup. We filled up a little bit.
There was one that sounded like it'd give me chorro. It was the
Can you hear me, Izzy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now I can hear you on the mic too. So don't be afraid to jump in. So Izzy, while we get a beer here right now, what is up, man? And you're playing tonight as well, correct?
Yes, sir. I'll be at a downtown social tonight, 8 to 12 this evening. Oh, I'm down. I'm always down for a beer, man.
What one do you want to try?
Not the chorro one.
Yeah, so guys,
Mike
Izzy
Rowe.
had his flyer out, and Izzy's gonna be there tonight as well. So double whammy tonight. Come out to the comedy show.
We'll try with that.
And then go check out Izzy tonight at Downtown Social as things are getting closed up. So yeah, which one y'all trying? You gotta let us know.
I'm doing the Bucket Brigade beer.
Okay.
A very smooth and light-bodied beer with slight roasted malt flavor. So we're gonna try that one, man. It's got a little Dalmatian on there. So yeah, man.
I am trying the orange honey wheat. Because I'm supposed to also read that as an ad. Aren't you glad that you got the honey wheat? The beer drinks easy and please frequently.
Da-da-da.
All right, hey, do you have a Stone Cold voice since you're wearing the Stone Cold voice?
What?
What?
you
What? What? Have a beer. What? Liquor. What? Hell yeah! Another beer.
One beer.
Another beer. Two beer.
3 beer. Tequila. Whiskey.
honey?
All right, we're trying it.
All right, yeah, give it a shot. You have a bottle opener over there? I didn't even know you had a bottle opener. Look at y'all.
Well, if you're an alcoholic, you have to carry one with you.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah.
You do.
This is like a hopadillo. Not bad. Not bad at all.
This tastes
I
like-
enjoy it.
Like so. No, I'm just kidding.
Like so.
It tastes delicious.
You said a lot of bad words as a kid, huh?
I didn't get to say a lot of bad words as a kid. To be honest with you, I get smacked every time. I didn't have freedom of speech back then.
Oh man, number 1 went away. He was like, we start at 2. You can have a gun, but you can't say a cuss word.
Yeah.
How old were you when you were able to start cussing and get away with it?
Dude, I think I was like 15, 16. When I got my wife pregnant, I'm like, I'm an adult.
I got somebody pregnant.
I got somebody pregnant. I'm making my own decisions.
What about you, Izzy?
I still kind of get in trouble from time to time. My mom was like, why do you have to talk like that? I'm like, I'm sorry. Every other
she
word
still
out of my
gets on your
mouth
ass.
is like, yeah, oh yeah. She still
That's
does.
funny.
But every other word, man, is I try to keep it clean, but it never happens.
I think it was like when I got out of high school is when I started cussing around my mom. My dad didn't really care too much because we watched a lot of
Yeah.
wrestling
Yeah.
a lot. But when it was more of a respecting from my mom.
Yeah.
For sure.
Once I got out of high school, well, I moved out before I graduated. So when I moved out, I was like, I'm an adult. That's why I went into it. I'm an adult, damn it. I'm paying my fucking rent.
Yeah, my mom's like that too, but like my mom's like a weird lesbian now. So she does a lot of weird shit.
Hold on, what? You can't just pass
Yeah,
that up.
dude,
What do you
my
mean by
mom,
that?
my mom,
I've never met a weird lesbian before.
dude, my mom looked exactly like me, minus the beard.
Really?
Yeah,
You look like your mom.
She left my dad during COVID.
Oh,
to
man.
be with this fucking troll
Chick.
monster looking thing that fucking works at the Dollar General. She's like, I'm in love with her. Hombre, way.
Was it because we were locked up or what?
I guess. I don't know. She looked like, you know those bears that hibernate? They wake up with their pelo all fucked up. She looks like that, bro. I'm like, fuck, mom. You're ugly too, pero like,
Dude, we're live, right?
yeah. Mom, if you can see this, I hate you.
Oh, man, that's
I'm
hilarious.
fucking rolling.
Yeah, so, damn, man. Did that hurt? I mean, how did you take that in now that you...
Well, I mean, I didn't know what to say. I wasn't shocked. I was just like, this lady's fucking going through a midlife crisis or something, but I'm not going to be a part of it. But she's not as bad as my dad, though.
Did you have a feeling that your mom was kind of like...
She had that, like, hefty lesbian body. I kind of figured, like, I was like, she could be.
Yeah.
The way she looked at women.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you saw.
Either she was
you saw it or
admiring them
something.
because
Hey,
she
you can
wanted
pull
to-
your mic up a little bit, bro, so it's more angled up. Yeah, so you don't have to lean in so much. Right? There you go. No, you're good. What were we saying? You would see women and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I would see her check out women and shit. But because, like, dude,
Y'all
my
were checking
mom-
out the same one.
Dude, my mom was a massive.
You see that one? Hey, you see that one over there?
That one right there, mijo? Ah, I like her butt. Dude, because my mom was like a massive, like, whore back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. My dad's like, I don't think your mom loves me. I was like, she sure as hell doesn't, but Pedro was just in here last night.
Damn it.
I got a new uncle, Dad.
Yeah. He said something about bringing in yeast or some shit like that. Oh, infection?
Gosh.
Oh, jeez, man.
That's no bueno.
That's hilarious, bro. Well, I mean, at least you're comfortable talking about it. You know, there's some other people out there.
Dude, I think that's part of like it's part of my life that makes me who I am now. Is just like this entire like fucked up world that I've lived in. Like my dad, for example, my dad left us when we were 8 years old, right?
Okay.
So 15, get my wife knocked up, right? Because once I found out about like you can get endless cereal and milk under WIC, I was like, I want that. I want that. Dude, I applied for a job. This is the most Mexican thing you're ever gonna hear. Okay,
Let's go.
I go to a fucking Jack in the Box and I apply for this job, right? And you probably already know where I'm going with this, but still, I apply for this job and I'm fucking waiting, right? The lady comes out. She's like, the manager will be right with you. I'm like, okay. So she goes, what was your name again? I was like, my name's Joe Coronado. She's like, so funny. Our general manager has the same fucking name. I'm like, who cares? People have the same names, right?
Yeah.
I get in there, dude. I shit you not. My dad fucking walks in. What the fuck? My dad walks in. Okay. I'm 15. My dad fucking walks in and sits in front of me and he starts asking me questions. Okay, this guy is
no
clue.
No
clue. But there was a moment when we both looked at each other, and that's when the realization set in. He was just like, Joey? And I was like, Dad? And it just... And I got a job that day. I was getting paid $8 an hour.
He didn't even give you a fucking like a higher up like monetary.
Yeah, he did because
crazy.
the pay rate was like $5 at the time.
Yeah, $5.25.
Yeah, and then I called in one day, and he's like, "Why are you calling in?" I was like, "Bro, you've called in for like the last 10 years."
I could call in for one day, Dad.
I'm gonna call in. I don't need to be a part of your life. Remember those words? I don't need to be there every day.
Oh shit,
That's
dude.
wild,
That is
man.
hilarious, bro. So he left, and that's how you found him, I guess, in a way.
And bro, then he left again.
I quit.
He left the job
again,
too?
bro. And then I blew up on social media, and this motherfucker came back.
What did he say? He's like,
I'm proud of you, son. All late, bro. I don't got money. I'm not rich.
are you hiring? He's asking, are you hiring now?
Production team or something, right?
I love to be
I'll
your
run up your
manager.
wire. Hell yeah.
You're not good with money because you never sent it, so I don't think
Right.
it's that.
We could tell you haven't been good with that for a long time.
Selfish.
That's hilarious, man. Man, guys. So again, if you are watching, thanks for watching. We're drinking some Faust Brewery beer. I'm drinking the Alex Meissner Polka. So Alex was actually on our show a couple weeks ago during Worst Fest. And so, yeah, I get to drink his beer out here. But again, man, if you're just tuning in, we got Chancla Academy in the house. And we're excited to see him on stage tonight at the Faust Brewery. So make sure you go check that out tonight.
Is that back open?
It's been open, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, these are the beers you're
I'm
drinking.
thinking about the hotel. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. It's no longer.
Aren't you performing there?
No.
Oh.
No, Downtown Social.
Downtown Social.
He'll be a couple blocks away.
It's like, damn, bro.
He's like, this guy sucks at promoting.
I don't know where you're going or what.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I live on an
guys.
open road. I never know where I'm going.
Hell yeah, man.
He's like, I'm legally blind, technically. I just don't.
Izzy's one of the funnest guys to drink with. I'll tell you that,
Yeah.
man. He's always fucking energy. And we're always talking about wrestling. So we have a thing on the podcast. Anytime you open up a brew, we all say, yeah. Good old LA night there. So
we go.
here in a second. There you go. Here you go. Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah, man. So good stuff. So Chancla, I saw that you're big into wrestling. You walked up. We almost wore the same shirt because I
Yeah.
bought that shirt today when I went to the mall.
See my jacket.
Yeah. Which one? What jacket do you got?
It's the Stone Cold one.
Okay.
I forgot what I think H&M.
H&M?
did these like collectible like leather jackets.
Hell yeah. I got the Chalk Talk one. Let's show you this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I got
sick.
this one for my birthday.
I have to show you mine.
So
Hello.
hell yeah. I have to show you mine. Hell
Hey, chiquito pero picoso cabrón. You ever want to know what it's like to get fucked by a bee?
It's small, but it hurts.
So, bro, I am jelly of you as well, Chancla. I saw that you fucking opened up for Steve Trevino and Gabriel Iglesias, man. I actually was at that same event that Steve Trevino ran last year.
Okay.
He had it at Downtown Social where Izzy's going to be tonight. He had Goldberg there.
Yeah.
So I got to meet Goldberg. But, man, Gabriel Iglesias, bro, what was, man, how
First
did
of all,
that
what a
all
night
come
with
about?
that guy.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Did
was
you
a
hang
lot
out
of
with him
tequila
after?
involved.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
It was
awesome.
amazing. Yeah, dude, I mean, so shout out to Casey, the owner of Bud Jones Restaurant.
Okay.
Made really good friends with her. She's the reason why I was able to go to Prestige Motorsports and meet all of the great people that work there. And I met up with Jake, and Jake is actually really good friends with Steve Trevino.
Okay.
And there's another project that we're working on right now that I can't announce yet that Steve and Gabriel will be a part of that's going to, I think, really revolutionize, San Antonio in a way in terms of a product that we've created.
Hell yeah, man.
And yeah, I mean, he introduced me to Steve, and Gabriel followed me one day, and he's gonna be on my first podcast. But I was just sitting. We were just talking about what we were talking about, and he's like, "Do you want to do 10 minutes?" I was like, "What?
No way."
I was all like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, but I mean, I'm not that prepared. Like, I don't even think I got it set, man." I go, "I don't do this like every day, so it's like I don't know if I'll bomb or not." And he's like, "Dude, you're funny. I believe in you. You can do it."
Dude, that's awesome, man.
So I got up there. I ended up getting 5 minutes because another comic came in and stole my thunder a little bit. But that old bitch. Pass the torch already, motherfucker. Go do your Medicaid commercials. But no, it was a great 5 minutes. I enjoyed it. Like even if I got 2 minutes, dude, like not everybody can say that they got to. It may not have been a big arena show, but to perform in front of 300 people, to be able to just say I opened up for them,
Heck yeah,
is
man.
amazing. So even after that, Martin, he didn't get to see my set, but we were talking. He was asking me how long I've done this, and he put his hand out. And he's like, "Take my number." He's like, I told him I wanted to pick his brain, and
Hell
so now
yeah,
we
dude.
kind of
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
yeah. So
I think it's all about relationships, bro, at the end of the day.
it ends up being. I used to think it didn't matter who you knew as long as you were making an impact.
Oh no,
But
man.
now that I'm learning the industry more and more on how it works, I'm like I do things very differently now than I used to.
Excuse me.
So I used to be a big, proprietor of helping, my community and doing all these things or whatever, but you can't, it's not something that you can do on your own at all. So you need the right people in the right place to be able to make
You need a
shit
good
happen.
team, man.
Yeah.
You need a good team.
Yeah, you need a
people
really-
around you matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's even what I've thought about. That's why I appreciate what Josh has done for comedy around here, man. I remember the first show Josh did. He was at a place that's not even in business anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back then, that's how long ago it was. But we believed in him, and we've told him too, man, just keep doing what you're doing and create more just out of what it is that you can do out of that comedy, And look at him now. He's brought in a lot of great people. He continues to still do it. He's on the road. But I see comedy growing hugely, man.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wear my Mothership comedy hat all the time.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite hat. But I don't wear it because I'm in the comedy scene. I wear it because I appreciate comedy all the way around, right? And I see that happening now in San Antonio.
Yeah.
I see that now that's growing. It's kind of it's kind of coming this way a little bit. I would think, right?
Yeah, I like to give people at least I hope it motivates them when I tell them that San Antonio, just research wise, they're about 10 years behind when it comes to like trends and stuff, because we're still doing like the Tejano stuff, which is part of the San Antonio culture. But I mean, we have to kind of if we're gonna do comedy, we need to do it right all around. Like we need to be able to attract the right people to our city so that we can get them there. And it's nice to see when they do these big, announcements like Elton John's coming here, and I'm kind of like, who cares? Like I don't care. But when Joe Rogan did his special here, that's something they should.
That was huge.
They should have
man.
really
Not a lot of people knew about it.
No.
It wasn't publicized. It was.
And I know the people that do the newspapers there, so I'm like, y'all should put more emphasis on this.
or even commercials. I didn't
no
see
ads,
one. No
nothing,
ads. No
nothing.
commercials.
Do you think, Chancla, that San Antonio, are those journalists, are they like older to where they're not into that type of stuff?
It's that, but they're too fixated on being this hippie, cool, artistic place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really gotta push beyond that. And so, there are a lot of great creators in San Antonio.
Yes, there is. A lot of them.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
But I can proudly say that I have a chokehold on San Antonio in a way that most don't. And that's because I'm like, I look at San Antonio from an outside perspective. Like, what are people looking at? How are they seeing us? And how do I portray that? And people eat it up because they're like, that is exactly us.
That's us.
Like, that's us.
Yeah.
That's us. And that's what they need. They gravitate
connected,
towards.
yeah.
They gravitate towards that instead of coming in and me trying to be somebody else and trying to change that for them. But I do believe that they need to start learning to accept that change as well.
Yeah.
They have to. And some of them I don't want to say everybody that works for the paper are old, but a lot of them are just out of touch. They're trying to be California.
Oh, stop that. Don't do that. Okay. Okay, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
then.
they're trying to be like California. They want to be the cool hipster place. Like, leave that shit at the Pearl. Okay? But everywhere else, when you think of Fiesta, people are like, yeah, it's a big tourist spot. I was like, 90% of those people that are there are from the west and south side of San Antonio.
They're not even,
You're totally, they're like, oh, you want good Mexican food? Come to this one, whitewash place downtown. hit up a hole in the wall on the west side. Go to Quintana, Zarzamora, somewhere in those areas. Go out there, and if you want to try like really good cuisine, like go to those places. But they're like,
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've worked with some of these people, and I'm just I don't know why y'all do this. Like, San Antonio needs to be appreciated a little bit more, but
they do. And I think in some ways it's gotta get better because we're losing out. You know, they want these Final Fours and they want all this stuff. Don't get me wrong, that's great. Yeah. But that's one event. I want I've seen consistency of comedy.
Yeah.
But then you also see only the big timers as well.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I've also appreciated is like Los Lonely Boys, man. They're one of my favorite bands, bro. And I know they're from San Angelo, all that stuff. But when they come to San Antonio, they get love, right? Yeah. And I don't know how to really combine that because I'll probably butcher it. But just that type of fan base, it's older. Yeah. You can see them in the comedy fan base now too, because it's something that I feel like they're throwing a little bit more at over down there.
I think traditionally San Antonio is like a family oriented city, so they want to make connections with their kids and stuff the same way the kids make connections with their parents by listening to the Tejano stuff and like keeping that part of the culture alive and stuff. But for me, I think like once something's done, it's done. It's kind of like how do we move forward, and like getting your family into comedy, that's even funnier. But I mean, there's a lot of, again, San Antonio is not given an opportunity to experience those things all the time. I know people that are twice my age that love Joe Rogan, that love Shane Gillis, that love, all these comics, but we don't really offer. I think what I have to say is San Antonio's too worried about being aesthetically pleasing because, I mean, it went from no graffiti to like there's a mural on every single fucking wall.
Yeah, my buddy Johnny, the one that creates that mural right there, he's got plenty of paintings downtown as well. Yeah, and it's so crazy, right?
Yeah, but San Antonio also needs to show a lot of love to their local community too. And I don't say it just for myself, but there are a lot of other great creators and people that are really trying to, really dig a whole new path for San Antonio to grow. And unfortunately, you have people there that won't pass the torch. They hang on to whatever bit of fame or whatever it is for dear life. Like they will not let it go.
Really?
Yeah, they hang on to it and they won't pass the torch. And my goal is, sooner or later, those people are going to croak.
Yep.
So my goal is, what can I do to grow, become somebody, and say, hey, I'm going to build a path and pass the torch every single time. Like right now, I have a camera guy and a special effects guy. My special effects guy, social media wise, he's got like 10,000 followers. Nobody knows who he is. Yeah. But I like working with him because he's amazingly creative. I'm a camera guy, super amazing. He did my video for
Gabriel, man. And that was a great video, by the way. I was going to ask you who did that one.
Yeah. But I didn't go and hire a big old production crew to do any of that stuff. Like, there are amazing creative people, but you have people too that are really stuck in a bubble. Yeah. And it's like, I told this guy, I was like, my camera guy was like, you gotta get out of that bubble, bro, or you're gonna be in your fucking 30s still going to Brass Monkey and thinking you're emo. Like that ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out, But I mean, it's gonna take time. I mean,
I think this is the right time though, because you got this Marvel fucking project you want to do in San Antonio. You want to put the Spurs downtown. You want to put the Missions downtown. You want to make the Alamo Dome a bigger event. This is the time to build everything around it, right?
Yeah.
Imagine having fucking Royal Rumble back this way, or WrestleMania at Alamo Dome, right? And you have I don't know if you know about this, but like the wrestling DJs.
Yeah.
You have the wrestling comedians, I'm sorry. And then you have all the wrestling indie shows that want to be around all this.
Yeah.
Like that could be great for that. But imagine you do that for everything. When was the last comedy like Bash or fucking, you know what I mean? Where they just bring all these comedians together in San Antonio.
I would say something right now, and I won't say who and when, but I did speak to somebody who has a pretty big name who is wanting to bring back a comedy festival.
There has to be down here
to San Antonio.
Comedy showcase.
Yeah, is what they want to do.
Dope, man.
Like that went away.
Yeah, it went away. And right now, I'll announce this because this is something I've been working on, and I haven't made an official announcement on my page, but you get it here.
You get it first.
So I'm working right now closely with the owner, Bud Jones, and they have a building in the back of the restaurant.
Okay.
So we're in the talks about opening up Chancla Academy Comedy Club
the
south side.
Bro. Hell yeah.
And we want to,
Hell yeah.
The goal is to bring local Latino comics that maybe just want to give it a try. I get everything's downtown and you want to be cool, But a lot of people, unfortunately, don't have the money to pay $35 to go downtown.
Yeah.
Take a bus in the middle of the night. You know, there's some gatekeeping in the comedy community, but I wanted to be open to everybody.
That's awesome, bro.
Everybody.
That's great, man.
Like you brought up my daughter earlier. My daughter, she's 6, dude, but she has good comedic timing. She's really good with ideas, and I would hate for her have to get pushed back because, you know,
we're not in California.
Yeah, we're not doing it. We're doing that. And it's like, no. I want to be able to open up opportunities for people to.
So, bro, where does this aspiration come from? You like, where does your inspiration come from of like wanting to do this type of stuff as well? Because this had to come from somewhere. This wasn't just, you know,
dude. My life. I grew up never being able to receive an opportunity. I didn't always get to eat the best food. I never got to go to the movies or the ball game or whatever. And then going into school, there was a lot of opportunity. I wanted to be a film director, and our school didn't offer that. So for me, it was like, okay, I've never received any of these opportunities. What can I do with my following in return for my community? And it was create opportunities for them, because eventually I will be irrelevant at some point. I'll disappear. I'm going to drop dead one day. Why do I want to? I can build myself up and do the things I want to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to be able to build the people around me so that they can continue, you know, whatever path they want to create. Yep. Have my team that wants to continue Chancla Academy. I see my daughter taking over Chancla Academy. Yes, bro.
Man, like, if y'all, I'm sorry to interrupt, but guys, if you've never seen his Instagram and you've seen his daughter, I'm sorry, this is acting. This is acting to me, brother. Right? The acting y'all do together is freaking amazing, bro. So would you say this is what you want your legacy to be?
Yeah, that's what I want my legacy to be that this guy built everything. I'm from the West Side.
Yeah.
I'm from the hood. Not too long ago, I was living in some shitty apartments with roaches. All right.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to leave because it was taking all the food. But they were upset. You know that song from The Lion King?
Yeah.
He's not one of us. That's what they were playing on the way out.
Joe's apartment?
Yeah, I think a couple of them followed me to the new place. But no, I what I did was during this journey was, like I said, all right, I'm in the hood right now.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too well. I went from the hood to getting a house, and now I live where I live now in the span of 4 years. I've grown.
Wow.
And people see that and they're like, dude, in 4 years, you've done so much. And I'm like, imagine what you could do.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't matter how old you are. I have guys, I'm 35. I was like, bro, I started when I was fucking like 34. Right. I was like, it doesn't matter. I know 80-year-olds on social media right now making bank.
Yeah.
Just shooting video.
Fucking playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. I think most of San Antonio and the people that grow up with people saying, you can't do that. Don't waste your time. Just get a job, mijo, and take care of your family. Dude, I took the biggest risk of my life after COVID and getting laid off from my job during COVID. Everybody took the same opportunity, right? We all collected the stimulus checks. Yeah. We all kind of just did our thing or whatever. Oh, Martin's calling.
Oh, no, good. Answer. Yeah, no worries. No,
Hello?
If you need to step to the side, do your thing. I'll talk with Izzy.
No, we're on the phone with Martin.
Oh.
Hello?
I know, right?
Martin! You hang up on me?
You hung up on you?
Are you there?
Martin.
¿Cómo estás?
That's Martin, guys. So Martin is on the phone. Gabriel Glass's buddy. And he's talking with Mr. Chancla here.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. No, I just wanted to throw out the invitation if you were still available.
Trying to get him to go to the comedy show again tonight, guys. So again, if you're just joining us, man, they're having a comedy.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, whenever you're free in the future,
having a comedy show this.
I'd love to take you out for a good hole in the wall tacos and stuff.
Wrong one.
But yeah.
So anyways, so if you're gonna tonight, we got to get out there to the show, guys. He's gonna be. All right. Chancla's gonna be there, getting after it, doing his thing. So if you're just joining us, that's exactly what he's talking to my team about and stuff like that. So pretty awesome to have Chancla here tonight. And get ready for his right before his show, man. It's pretty cool. It's like getting pumped up.
You're breaking up a little bit, Martin. I can barely hear you, but I think I got your message.
Tell DJ Izzy said happy holidays.
All right. Bye.
There it is, live and in charge right
Martin.
there. Hell yeah, man.
That's so nice of him to fucking call me.
So yeah, you invited him to the show, right?
Yeah, he's like, dude, I so forgot, but the guy's busy. I'm not gonna like shit.
Oh man, I can just imagine.
But how amazing is that?
That's amazing.
How amazing is that?
I'm like giddy for you right now. Yeah. Bro. I'm like fucking giddy for you, bro. See, and that's, I mean, like, just like the Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I saw the picture. I saw the nude.
He's like, I saw.
Don't be looking at my dick, bro.
Well, yeah, man. So that's awesome, though, bro. It's for you to be able to just start that
He's
and,
like, wait,
and think
the
about that
small D.
opportunity. Yeah, no, for sure. I would have done the same shit.
Hold on.
You all need to shut the fuck up. I gotta answer this call.
And then J-Rock's like, you can go outside. He's like, nope.
He's like, nope, I'm answering.
I want everybody to know I'm on the phone with Martin right
Put
now.
him on speaker.
No, but it's seriously like after I got done with that comedy, like I said, Martin, put out his hand. For him to call me, dude, I mean, it's amazing.
a lot, man.
I'll say this, and I say it proudly because, I mean, I worked my ass off to get where I am today.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other people, and I say this truthfully because I think people in our city need to hear this. Unfortunately, you have people in San Antonio where it is crabs in a bucket. They don't want to see you succeed because they want to be the ones. I made it. I made San Antonio and stuff. Instead of saying, how can we make San Antonio better together?
Yeah.
What can we do to bring people here? Because if we do this as a collective, it's going to be that much better for everybody. And we don't have that mentality right now. Everybody wants that shine, bro, and they want to just
they want to just suck it in.
they want to suck it in.
And a lot of these people want it, and then when they get it, they don't know how to. They don't know what do I do with my hands type shit, right? And those are the things I kind of get really upset about, bro. This is why we opened up the studio. It's called Collab Space Studio for a reason, right? We want people to come in and collab and express what you can through camera, through content, through things that you can do, because that's literally what it is today. Whether you have a business or whether you're marketing or whether you're a comedian or whether you're a DJ.
Dude, I'm the perfect example of what y'all are talking about right now.
Yeah.
Because I moved from Seguin, bro. I came over here, didn't really know.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it, bro.
I didn't really know anybody. Came across each other on Facebook, this and that, things that we like together, wrestling and shit like that. We met each other.
Oh yeah.
Boom. We came together. All right, cool. Then we outsource. All right, I meet Jerry. I meet Jesse, bro. And then
everybody's getting a fucking Amber Alert, right? Who's borrowing somebody's kid right now?
come on, Amber.
Somebody's borrowing somebody's kid.
it's
right
my
now.
wife. Just let her disappear.
Bro, but just
Yeah.
like perfect example, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then just come in. And because me personally, I'm like me being a DJ and shit like that is just like, I kind of put myself out there like, hey, if y'all need anybody, like I'll go to a bar. Hey, do y'all do DJs around here? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've heard you had the spill. Yeah.
And then getting into downtown social, bro, that's hard in itself because that DJ runs that. You know what I mean? So if I never got in collab with Jerry and Jesse, you know how hard it'd be for me to get in there?
Yeah.
Hideaway or anywhere else around here because there's not a lot of DJ space in this area.
Yeah.
They do a lot of live bands and stuff like that. So, getting with them, bro, and then them outsourcing other gigs to me as well. Like, hey, bro, we're booked.
Yeah.
Are you available? Yeah, man. I would say since I've been here, 30% of my revenue in my business has came from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's awesome, man. It's just like, because they could have been like, oh, another DJ in our city.
Yeah.
We don't have to fuck with him. You know what I mean? But no, dude, they took me in open arms.
That's good.
But I had to prove it to them, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I had to because they're like, dude, we're going to give you these gigs. If you don't show out and they give you a bad review, sorry, bro. That's just business. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, you have to show your worth and your value to some of these people. I was talking with Joe earlier. It was like, I invited him on the podcast, right? And I've done it before, like 2 years ago when we weren't here. Like what I mean by that, like here with this stuff, right? And people are like, well, I don't know, right? But then when you see the value and the product of what we were able to give out of this, you're like, oh shit, they're doing something different.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to also do that too. So people that are out there, yes, you can do it. And just because you don't have everything that you need at that moment in time, it's just about the part of just starting. I'm sure there was that first video you did, Joe, you know what I mean? And, the first podcast I did probably was shit with me. I know that for sure.
Oh, I don't know about that. My first video got 8.8 million views.
Oh, damn. Damn, dude. Yeah, dude. That's talent, baby.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know that.
No idea, right?
It's exactly like that. I think a lot of people don't understand. I love I get a kick out of people when they're like, I got 1 million views today. I was like, bro, I've had like 80 of those.
Yeah, and
it's anybody.
I get so happy when I get 1,000. I'm like, fucking serious?
I always
2,000? I'm like, oh my gosh.
I just tell people, just build your community, man. Even if you have two people commenting, just talk to them.
Yeah,
thanks, man.
That's the way. Yep, that's exactly what I've been doing.
Whatever.
Man.
Just you build a community, and then you have, even if you have 20 people. Like, dude, I do my lives. I get like 30 people watching me out of 230,000. But I love the 30 people that are watching me because it's easier for me to control.
Fuck yeah.
I talk to them.
Where's a lot of your
love that
stuff
shit
on?
too, man.
Like when you go live, is it more like Instagram live? Is it more TikTok live? Is it?
It's more. I do Instagram live
Facebook.
more than TikTok right now. But it's for me. It's just a time for people to just know who I am as a person. Like my page is made for you to be entertained. My live is made for me to just
Be you.
I vent on there sometimes, just talk crap because I'm just like.
So it's not just all like.
It's like
it's on like your shows or anything like that, or just like the skits or anything. It's you being you. Sometimes.
Yeah, I just vent
That's
to
dope.
people who I don't want opinions from, and they can't talk to you during live.
Yeah.
So
They can comment all they want, but they
you can
can't
comment wherever. I slide the comments. So I don't see them.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can
Yeah. It got,
turn them off. You can turn off the comments.
hell yeah. You can turn them off. That's right.
No, but I like what you said, like how they brought you in. But see, that's the thing. Those are the people that are not gatekeeping. They're willing to say like, hey, beyond this, we have to be able to grow a community of DJs.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with San Antonio. It's like I've worked with creators, dude, and man, the last creator I ever worked with, and I will never work with creators again after that. He fought with me about who was going to be in the last shot of the video. And I
Are
was
you
like, dude,
serious, bro?
I was like, dude, who gives a fuck? Like,
My
who
God, dude.
cares? Who cares? It's a stupid video. I'll be glad if it breaks 10K in views and enough
Oh my
people.
gosh,
And it
dude.
was just a stupid video about an ad for a restaurant. He's like, well, you got to understand it. The last, and I was like, bro, we're not. I almost said
That sounds like
N-word.
an
Last
ego.
thing they see.
Yeah, it's the last thing they see. And I got to be on this side of the camera, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. Dude, people think that I spend my time just like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Angles and
I'm just like, throw my phone. Yeah. I don't care about all that crap. The only person that I allow to care about it is my camera guy because he cares about that stuff. But I don't.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I literally have gotten my camera guy to learn how to shoot how I shoot on my phone.
Wow.
I go, it's got to be crazy. It's got to be like
Yeah.
pure pandemonium half the time.
Because that's the way it looks in your videos too, on your Instagram when you're doing your
Yeah.
skits with yourself or even with your daughter and stuff like that. You can see it, and I love that movement.
Yeah.
People like would gripe about it makes you dizzy. Like, then stop watching fucking like.
It's a
come on.
first person. I
Yeah.
want people. I
Yeah.
want people to never know what's going to happen next, ever.
Okay. Yeah.
POV.
You know,
Where
I
did you? Where, okay.
the only time I hold my phone like this in the bathroom.
It's a POV, man. First.
So
person.
where did you get that creativity from? Like when it comes to that type of view, Blair Witch or?
The Blair Witch. I watched a lot of The Office.
Okay. Oh, I love that. I love the way the
Because
Office
it was like you never kind of
Okay.
knew where the camera was going to go. And
Yeah.
then when you did pan over, whatever the expression was,
It was kind of.
it was kind of like that. And so I have been telling my friends too, because I was like, we're going to do this new podcast. I was all like, I wanted to almost be an office type, not office setting, but like the visuals. Because there's times when people are talking to me and I know they're full of crap and I'll look into the camera and go, but my camera guy don't catch that. Yeah. And I think it'd be funny if they would capture that. But I emote a lot with my face. And
Yeah.
so I feel like the craziness, you just, and when it does hit you, they're like, damn, okay, that guy's
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
a lot of my work a lot of my work comes from watching wrestling though. Vignettes, watching their promo matches.
Do you remember the old vignettes where they had like
Oh
System of a
my
Down? I remember
gosh,
Undertaker,
bro.
Stone Cold. I think it was a casket match, and they played System of a Down. That's how I got when it was Chop Suey.
What's the most popular one, guys? Do you know which one?
No,
I can't even
Limp
say
Bizkit?
that. Yeah. Limp
Oh
Bizkit.
yeah,
The Rock and Stone Cold
Yeah.
for WrestleMania. What was that? WrestleMania
17.
17. Yeah. And that song fucking was the shit. I've even seen a video where Limp Bizkit was playing live and somebody had their phone up and it was showing the promo of Stone Cold and The Rock.
That's awesome.
There was one. That song was so good. When me and my friends used to do backyard wrestling, we'd come out of
Okay.
our fake entrances and the song would be playing, and we'd do the stare down.
What was your wrestler name, bro?
The Flying Chicharra.
The Flying Chicharra?
The Chicharra?
Chicharra.
Chicharra.
You knew when I was getting ready because you heard that. Dude, no shit. One time
Start
we were-
singing Sapo, bro.
The what?
Sop, sop, sop. And when he does the move, brícale pa' arriba. Dude, I shit you not. We were so into backyard wrestling. So my friend Tony, he's my best friend, love him dearly. He's the reason why I even do what I do now. But this guy's a huge guy. Like he's two of you. Okay.
Dang.
We were playing on a trampoline, and he was like, "Dude, do you think the trampoline will hold me?" And I was like, "We're kids. We're like, well, don't check the weight or whatever." So we're playing or whatever, and we're having a fucking ladder match, bro.
Oh shit!
So we're on the trampoline, right? He goes up onto the ladder. He does a.
So you're on one side, he's on one side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because he's fat, he doesn't do a swanton. He does a wonton bomb. Does a wonton bomb.
He does that one time.
Dude, he hit the trampoline and we flew up at least 10 feet. I shit you not. 10 fucking
On the
feet.
recoil?
On that recoil, just boom. We all came down and we hit the floor. Like we just all on the floor and we're like, oh, what the fuck? I look to the left and he's putting on his shoes already. He's like, I gotta go. My mom's calling me. I was all like, my friend's like, my trampoline. I was like, my uncle's a welder. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go get him. And we never showed up ever again in that fucking house.
Oh damn, bro. That's
I don't know how
hilarious.
that wooden ladder held them, but bro, that
was a wooden ladder.
fucking tsunami wave that hit it was weird because have you jumped on a trampoline and popped somebody
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Like we were just standing. Like all of our weight was on that trampoline.
And when
Like,
he landed, it just shot
it
y'all
just
up.
shot us up like a fucking slingshot, bro. We weren't expecting because we were like, oh, look at this fat guy. He's gonna just, and no, just it's slow motion.
Fucking
Bro.
just-
Like, and George Lopez when they're all like,
Yeah.
that was us. Like, what's happening? And dude,
You think you're about to land, so you're just like already waving. You're like,
the coolest thing I've ever got to do was I got to stone cold stunner my aunt.
Oh hell yeah.
And I speared my mom into the heater. Because my mom was drunk one day and she came at me with a butter knife. And I got scared. And I just got all hyped up and I was just like, Rhino's getting ready. And I just fucking ran, boom, right into the wall. I was like, gore. I mean, whore, because that's what you are.
Oh
lesbian.
yeah, bro.
You lick a lot of puss.
God damn it. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, dude. I did pro wrestling for 8 to 10 years. It was like 8-9 years, honestly,
Yeah.
man. And we did a lot of but before that, like before we even bought a ring and did like legit shit, we were creating our own rings with pallets and
Gamas and everything.
yeah, all that shit, bro. But yeah, I love it, man. So who's your guy right now? Are you watching any wrestling right now, or are you kind of just watching when you get a chance?
Man, I want Jacob Fatu to just break out already, bro.
Dude, we gotta wait another 2 years, bro. At least a year and a half. It's
I
gonna
remember
suck.
when WWE used to just bring in people and it was just like,
Boom,
boom. If they were
snap.
hot, boom. they
winning
were
the
going.
championship, right?
Yeah. I think right now what WWE is doing with their product in terms of like the United States Championship, like now they're passing it off a little more because now the stakes are higher. Now you don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
I hated watching matches. I'm like, I wouldn't watch.
We already know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I would get to the championship match because you just maybe, right? But I wouldn't watch the rest of the product. And I hope WWE like recognize that because, when I was at LA Knight when he lost to Shinsuke, the last pay-per-view, I was like, holy fuck.
We wasn't expecting that one.
Like he just came back and he got, but I love that storytelling because it's like this guy, he's got a vendetta. He's going to show people and he shows and he gets that belt.
Yeah, we were doing it's been a while.
It's been like 2-3 months because we talked about it the other night.
We talked about it, and J-Rock was like, dude, I just want them to keep the championship moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of the title reigns of like
Let there be a
3
shot.
years or 4. Like, dude, put it on Monday Night Raw and like just have everybody go.
Yeah, have somebody lose it on Monday Night Raw.
The Motor City Guns lost their titles to DIY this past Friday.
Yeah.
And they're like thinking the Motor Guns are going to
A
lose
lot
it
of
for a
those
while.
belts don't need to be lost at a pay-per-view. Like
Yeah.
they could just,
Yeah.
I mean, I love the,
Just
you
keep
never
it
know.
moving, man.
Yeah.
Just keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said, you just never know. Like, oh shit, there's a title match. We don't even know who's gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And I
Makes
think
you wanna
keep it
watch.
moving. Yeah, and it
Makes
just
you wanna
builds
watch.
character for like each side because you can't have some guy like, I'm gonna get you, and then they lose, and it's just like, no, like now you watered down that character, and I don't believe
Yeah.
he's the villain that you
Like,
create him.
I'll be real with you. I would be fucking happy if Kevin Owens wins tomorrow night. If he beats Cody Rhodes, I won't be sad that Cody got the title taken off of him. And the other thing is, I heard,
he deserves it though.
yeah,
too.
I even heard that they're bringing back the old wing belt for one night tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
What?
just for tomorrow. The
No
wing,
way.
yeah,
That's what was in that briefcase.
Yeah, that was what's in
like
the briefcase. of
even if
Triple H.
even if Cody doesn't actually like lose the belt, and there's like some weird technical thing that happened where Kevin Owens wins and he comes back in the next day, and they're like, no, Kevin Owens, the belt's still Cody's. Like that would anger me more. That would If you really
Yeah.
want to start off a fucking heel reign for Cody Rhodes. Make something like that happen where it's just like, no, he didn't lose.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck yeah. Like,
And that could happen because right now Kevin Owens is like not WWE. He's been hanging out in his car for interviews, and he made Michael Cole come to his car.
Yeah.
So there's really a lot of. I'm loving the storytelling as of late.
Yeah, because even then, like, who
it.
did it? Where they're like, you didn't beat me. Oh, Randy Orton when his shoulder wasn't down.
Oh yeah,
In
with
the match.
Gunther. Yeah,
and
him
he
and
was
Gunther.
like, you never beat me, and they made a storyline right
Yeah.
out of
After
that.
that, yeah.
You know, so that was good. You know,
great stuff, man.
you didn't beat me, but
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck The Rock gave Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania.
I think it was a watch.
Think it was a watch?
Yeah, I think it was a
That's,
watch.
I think
you're
it
the
was a
second
watch.
person to tell me
Yeah,
that. Okay,
yeah. I
third.
think
You
it's
think
a
it's a watch too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's probably gonna come out later with some like, you gave me this watch,
It's a chongo.
and the time says 7:00, and that's the time I'm gonna beat you. It's gonna come some stupid promo
Something
like that.
dumb.
I don't know. I don't believe in Cody in terms of a face. I just want him to be heel.
Cody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
just needs to just go full on heel. Like it's so.
they're gonna
gay.
make him the next John Cena, bro. Like,
I hope not. I hope
no.
but that's what it is.
I think Triple H knows not to
They're
even
trying.
do
They're
that
trying to
shit.
make him so
Cena?
face as John Cena was, and John Cena never turned heel.
But I think he is when he does.
But
his,
Yeah,
the-
yes,
but the
yes,
fans-
yes,
match,
yes.
his retirement match.
Yeah.
Here's what I think could happen. If WrestleMania 41 is going to be this clusterfuck that it is already, right?
Okay.
I think that
He's gonna go off with them.
I think it's going to be
That'd
John
be
Cena
dope.
versus Cody, but John Cena's going to be a heel,
Oh,
and he's just going to rip his
And that
ass.
because that's what I
Like-
think they're doing with Cody, man. They're just trying to make him so face. Like, you're the face of the company, you're this and that, like John Cena was for so long. And the fans hated
Yeah.
that. They didn't want it, but they just like Roman too.
Exactly.
But at the same
Roman
time,
was a good
like
product of
Cody
that.
is there, man. Cody's doing it and he's taking it, but I think and I hope so that he does turn heel.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna do that and they really want to push Cody more of a heel, then you have to have that John Cena heel turn.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to have it. I mean, everybody's been wanting it, but I tell everybody all the time, I was like, it's when they're heels. Like The Rock was a heel, but that's what made him popular.
Yeah.
You know, and you
You
got to
didn't
do that again.
Yeah, you didn't
get
like
to
that
be
he was
yourself.
Yeah, you didn't like that he was like coming back as The Rock when he started beating the shit out of Cody and doing that shit too.
You know who the worst fucking face was on the planet Earth? Albert Del Rio.
Oh, Alberto.
Alberto Del Rio, whatever that. See, I can't even remember his name.
No, what
Alberto
you said
Del
he was
Rio.
the worst
jacked
face?
right
the
now.
worst face. When I remember when he was a good
Steroids,
guy,
bro.
and he jumped in the ring and he did like this weird fucking skip where he's like, I was like, what the? Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's not Albert. Like Alberto, like he still needs to be him.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
dude, he's jacked right
Yeah,
now.
he is pretty. I mean, again, bro, when you're not in the WWE,
Yeah, you can take whatever the
you can
fuck
take
you want.
whatever you want, bro.
Hey,
I
but-
saw a
You know
video.
what I
I was
mean?
like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, what was this guy? His little ring announcer?
Carlos, no, not that
was
was,
Carlos
it.
Mencia.
I was about to say Carlos Cabrera. No, the WWE.
He lives in
old
San
school.
Antonio, bro.
No. Carlos Cabrera.
That guy that's like, Alberto.
Yeah.
I was gonna
yeah,
have him.
announcer.
We were gonna do a seminar with him. What is his name?
God dog it.
Jose something Rodriguez.
Jose Rodriguez.
Is it Jose Rodriguez? Let me look it up real quick. I'll Google it. Y'all talk real quick.
Yeah, but yeah, he does a lot of the shit too, and like the Facebook reels and shit like that. But no, man, Del Rio, he's independent and shit like that. But God dang, dude, I saw a video. I was like, what the fuck? It kind of got the same reaction when Randy Orton came out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bro. I was like, dude, I'm not fucking gay, but god damn,
Dang.
dude, like that dude looks fucking good.
That's how I feel
dog.
about some of these stud lesbians. Have you seen them? Like they're
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's in
Ricardo
San Antonio. Have you
Rodriguez.
seen some of these like girl lesbians that kind of dress almost boyishly, but they're still hot? You know what I'm talking about? They call themselves studs.
Like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
like
yeah.
she's like she's like
I'm just
mil-
saying.
boyish.
I'm just saying.
She's just boyishly hot. She's like, damn girl, you made me want to tuck it in.
Like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, like you can pretend to be a boy, you can pretend to lick this.
What's her name?
Who needs a
Shayna
Bud
Blazer.
Light?
Shayna Baszler.
That girl scares the ever living crap out of me.
Yeah, for somebody, dude, there's been like 2 or 3 wrestlers that have been asked if there was somebody you want to fight with the other wrestlers. They've been saying Shayna
Shayna
Blazer.
Baszler.
It's
They were like,
damn.
men or
Yeah,
women,
men or women.
past or present.
I think Shayna's a
Baszler.
man.
Oh yeah. Well, man, dude. Yeah, I think WWE's been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
As
What
late.
do you think
I
about
it's just
AEW right now? It's
AEW has gone to shit, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I felt bad for them because they did their Texas announcement of the tickets.
Yeah.
And they had about 50 people there. You know, from compared to when they first started AEW were All Out, there was almost I think 20,000,
I think once
10,000.
was
Cody
packed.
left, things went to shit.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, because Cody didn't do a good job there. He even said it himself.
The product just stinks, dude. Like, they don't do good storytelling.
That was the problem they had. I think when they first came out, they were like, we're not going to do storytelling. We're just going to have good matches.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what's happening.
You would have a storyline for like one or 2 weeks, and then it'd be done. And then they'd move on.
I think they were trying to treat it like UFC, where there isn't really a storyline. It's just two people that don't like each other. Let's put them in a match. And then
let's get a good promo, and then that's it.
And it didn't work out the same way. It
didn't. And like Cody said, he's like, dude, I didn't do a good job of it. He was like, I fucked it up. So now that, because they were talking about, are you going to do that after you're done? Because he's like, dude, like, he was going to be done this year, but he's like, I'm going to put in a couple more years. If they want me here, he's like, now I know what the fuck to do. Because I fucked up. I jacked up AEW. Yeah. He was like, and I knew it. But at the same time, it's like, bottle opener. But yeah, dude, but at the same time, it's like there was no storyline, and everything was just you brought in good talent, you brought in the biggest names at the time that were fired from WWE or whatever, and they kept going, and that's where you would see, okay, somebody left or got fired from WWE.
Let me just
Boom,
bring them over here.
You're gonna tune in to AEW to see their return and see them come over, and it happened. It was on a high, but there was no storylines, and they're still doing it like that. Yeah, it's crazy. No storylines.
I don't get it.
John Moxley even has a belt in the fucking briefcase, so you can't even see the belt anymore.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And it sucks. It sucks when you know people like Thunder Rosa, and then she's doing an amazing job, but. I know she had brought up talks about trying to get into NXT, and I'm hoping that she does, because I think she deserves it. She should.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, all of those people that work hard at AEW, they were just there to almost build their brand. And I get that, man. That's one thing that's why I ran pro wrestling back in the day. It's because I saw some of these guys not getting the shot that they wanted. And then San Antonio wrestling was very, very political, man.
It still is.
I hear it is.
I literally was going to do something called Lucha Fest, and the idea was to take a few wrestlers from each promotion, whatever. And then the guy I was talking to, he was like, "Well, my guys are not going to wrestle that guy." And I told him, I was like, you know what? You need to shut your mouth. It doesn't matter who wrestles who. If that guy is green, then you should make him work with this guy that is pretty good, and maybe teach him a little bit and do something there. Like, collaborate.
Yep.
No, but you don't understand. I was like, I do understand. This is why
don't understand.
These people don't grow. And then he's like, and we all need to make sure about this, pay that, pay this. And I was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
I go, I'm literally going to slap my name on this thing. I don't have to pay you a fucking dime.
Hell no.
But no, I mean, it's just, I hate when people do that. Yeah, dude. I think the wrestling scene in San Antonio could be really big.
It could.
It would fit us really well.
I'm really upset that we didn't get a fucking WWE ID. Like this is what I'm saying. And all you wrestling promoters out there, y'all fucking ruined it. And I mean that, because there should have been, we are a wrestling city for WWE. We are legitimately one of the top wrestling cities, but because these guys are the way they are in San Antonio, nobody wanted to take the lead.
Dude, when you have people like Shawn Michaels opening schools here and doing what they did in the past, and sure, that was a long ago, and I know somebody might be like, well, you don't understand. No, I think I do understand. I think it's like you said, they ruin it because they want to be the everything and everybody, and they want to fucking suck up the light from everybody else. It's like, dude, nobody gives a damn, bro. Nobody gives a damn.
One of the greatest of all time, and you're just not even going to accept it.
You know what's sad is there's a guy that, I'm not going to say his name, but there's a guy that worked with Shawn Michaels that still works with a lot of these guys, and they if you don't get his approval in a way, then apparently they don't, you're not going to be a guy. And I'm like, dude, get out of that shit.
And I used to think that was like an everywhere thing, but it's mainly isolated to San Antonio.
It is.
Again, I love my city and the people in it, but the rock scene is like that. Like, you have to get approval from certain bands to do certain things. And I know that firsthand because I've done 2 rock festivals. And let me tell you, that whole thing is a shit storm. I mean, there's a lot of great bands. Don't get me wrong. They're not all in the same bubble. But there is this group that makes you don't get. When I did the first rock fest, man, did I people want to come for my head.
Really?
How do you just come in here? This guy doesn't know anything about the scene. I was like, dude, I used to play at the White Rabbit. I was in a band. I did all this stuff or whatever. And I won't get into that, but
who'd you play for?
My band. I was sang for my band. We had a band called Steel Stilettos.
Okay.
So we didn't ever open up for anybody big or anything like that. It was just local stuff.
Yeah.
House shows or whatever. Pound and Burning Buddy like did my first house show. It was crazy because they did my first house show and then they did my first ever rock fest, which was cool. But I mean, to the point where I was getting with this is like, even in the comedy scene here in San Antonio, I've already experienced that. I'm like, I was like, the one place I kind of want to go to.
Yeah. It's just,
And it's just like, no, the gate's closed right here. I even asked, there was one comic I was talking to, and I won't say his name either, but I thought it was a little weird. He invited me over to do 4 minutes at a place, and then
Hello.
he, we did a lot. And I'm not deaf, okay?
Yeah.
I hear people laughing at my jokes, and he goes, I didn't really think everything was funny except for that one joke you did. And then because he asked me, he's like, how do you think you did? And I was like, I don't know. I told her, I was like, I don't know. I heard people laughing. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I had brought up the idea of somebody, inviting me on to Kill Tony. And he's like, you're not ready for that. And I'm like,
the fuck?
And then I realized that there is a clique of like Kill Tony people that go on to Kill Tony and they're like, yeah, we're featured on Kill Tony. Bitch.
Yeah.
It's like me I've been on the news, but you don't see my bio like featured on Fox, featured on.
No, that's what gets them, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I got invited back to some shows.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. Like, can you sell out?
Yeah.
Some stuff? I probably not.
We need you to sell some tickets right now, damn it.
Yeah, buy our tickets right now. Come
Yeah.
see me bomb, please. I'm begging
Come
you.
see me, Bob.
I'm 20% Middle Eastern, so I want to bomb.
Oh my god.
It's the only way I can bomb. Okay, you have no
Hell
idea.
yeah. So guys, yeah, man, if y'all have y'all been hiding under the rug, like I said, y'all need to get out to the show tonight, man. So the show starts at 8:00. The doors are about to open over there at 7:30. And again, at the Frau's Brewery. Again, shout out to them for Rebecca Price bringing out some brews out here and letting us enjoy the show while drinking some brews. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. And yeah, man, Chancla Academy in the house. What's up? You're exchanging dick pics over there?
I just got a new phone today, so I'm just trying to
Oh, look at him.
Oh wow, he's like, I got the
I know, dude.
S320 from Metro PCS.
Cricket.
Cricket? You got a new Cricket phone?
They got the 2-for-1. Hey, I was an ops manager for Cricket.
I'm just kidding. Dude.
Oh, really?
Then I got laid off.
That's hilarious, man.
You wanna put it
So,
in?
guys, yeah, man, get out there to the comedy show tonight.
He's like, do you want to put it in or what? All right.
Get out to the comedy
I don't even
show.
know
I'm
my
sure
own
there's still
handle,
tickets
bro.
available
That's
to get out there. And I'm sure you can pay for a ticket when you get out there as well. So,
Yeah.
it'll be pretty awesome. We are just right down the road as well. We're down here in New Braunfels, downtown. So, make sure you go check it out. So, Chancla, I don't want to hold you too much longer, man. It's almost showtime here in a minute. And I want you to go prep up whatever you got to do. But I appreciate you coming out, man. I really do,
I
bro.
appreciate you having me, man.
Hell yeah. I want to bring you on again.
Definitely.
Especially, or maybe, I like to have a group of people in. So, like, usually it's me and 4 other people, and we just fucking have fun. We'll drink, we'll chat, we'll bring a bullshit.
My kind of conversation.
You know? So, it'll be good, man. So, you're locally in San Antonio, but then also, how can everybody find you on social media, buddy?
Just look me up on social. It's at Chancla Academy. I'm the only one. Can't miss me. Ain't no other Chancla. How do I find you?
Well, guys, again, make sure you go check out the comedy show. I'm gonna share the flyer one more time. There you go, boom. And then when you're done with the comedy show, go to Downtown Social and go see Izzy, man. Izzy's gonna be performing tonight on DJing and playing all that great music for you. So get out there tonight as well. Busy night here in New Braunfels, but we're gonna end it here at Collab Space Studios, man. And man, I appreciate it. Like again, Chancla, Izzy, thank you for coming out, man. Faust Brewery, thank you for the beers, man. I really appreciate that. And again, we will see y'all tonight. And make sure y'all go check out Chancla Academy and learn about everything he's doing, man. He's doing great. I wish you everything but the best, brother.
Thank you.
And speaking of wrestling, we're going to go off camera right now. We're going to talk a little about what maybe we can do. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in San Antonio. So, all right, guys, we will check out later, man. Enjoy the show tonight, and we will see y'all
Later. Bye.